Hello. Today I will give you some inputs on protection of women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. According to available statistics from all over the world, it is found that 1 out of 3 women experiences intimate relationship violence at some point of their lifetime. National Family Health Survey suggests that 30% of women in India in the age group of 15 to 49 experiences physical violence since the age of 15. 6% women suffers from sexual violence at least once in their lifetime. About 31% married women have experienced physical, sexual, and emotional violence by their spouses. And unfortunately, these rates are increasing day by day in an alarming rate. And we are aware of lots of bride burning cases in India on a regular basis. So they are supported by persistent patriarchal and social norms. To stop or to decrease such type of abuse, there was a great need of an act. The civil laws does not address this phenomena. In order to protect some remedy in civil laws and to fulfill the Article 14, 15 and 21 of Indian Constitution, the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005 was introduced and it came into force from 26 October 2006. This is a civil law, primarily provide protection order but not means to penalize criminally. There are 5 chapters and 37 sections, and domestic violence is defined in section 3 of the Act, where domestic violence means any kind of abusive behavior to aggrieved person by husband or male partner or their relatives. It may be male or female. Now, what is aggrieved person? Aggrieved person means any woman has been in a domestic relationship with the respondent and who alleges to have been subjected to any kind of act of domestic violence by the respondent. And abuse can be emotional, verbal, sexual, physical, and economic. A victim of domestic violence means aggrieved person can approach either to protection officer or service provider under this act. And she can also approach to the police and magistrate directly. Then the court gives order to the protection officer or to the service provider to make an inquiry and protect the women and to solve the problem. The authorities must also inform the victim about the protection order and monetary relief or compensation or residence order. Victims can also ask for help and for free legal aids to the protection officer. Victim can also file a criminal case under General Law on Crimes, that is IPC 1860. And the victims have to give application first to the protection officer and that is proceeded to the magistrate. At last, magistrate pass protection order to the victim for safety of the women and the residence order, that is where a woman and her children can stay at their home safely. Monetary order, it directs the respondent to pay monetary relief to meet the expenses of aggrieved person or any child as a result of domestic violence. Custody order, it can grant temporary custody by any child or children to the aggrieved person. Mind it is temporary. There are various criticism of false complaints, blackmailing, misuse of the law by women, but the statistics of domestic violence on women is much higher than the false complaint. And the cases of death through bride burning has also been increasing in India in an alarming rate. Now the problem is that most of the time it is found that domestic violence act is not known to many women, victim women, and there is lack of awareness about the act, whom to give the complaint, how to give the complaint. These questions are very much not reached to the women. And many victims are still not supported by their family members or any supporting group or agencies or by the community. That is why most of the time we have seen that the cases of domestic violence are not registered or the complaint is not made by the victims. And sometimes the women are most of the time in India, especially the Indian women, are very submissive and tolerable by their nature. The patriarchal norms as well are the bindings for women to file the case or to ask the justice in front of the through the Domestic Violence Act. So there are various causes of domestic violence of India, violence in India, and the remedies are also there, and it will be discussed in some of the later videos. Thank you.